Okay, I'm filming this right after I just finished my Royal Rumble review, rant, whatever terminology you want to use. But what I thought I'd do, I thought I'd discuss the effects that the Royal Rumble had on Wrestlemania 30. So, like, I'll talk about the matches that look like they're gonna happen, whether I want to see them, whether I don't, just that stuff. I'm going to try and talk about the Royal Rumble as less as I can because that fucking show, my god, I'm still not over it. It's been 24 hours pretty much since it happened. It's still in my head how bad those booking decisions were, but whatever. But I just want to talk about the effects that show had on WrestleMania 30. The most significant one is Batista versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship, and who wants to see this match? No one. Like, I don't want to see it. No one I've talked to wants to see it. I'm guessing whoever's going to be at WrestleMania don't want to see it. The people in Pittsburgh definitely don't want to see it. And I forgot to mention in my review of Royal Rumble, but Pittsburgh, you're amazing. Awesome crowd. But so no one wants to see this match. Yeah, it's gonna main event. Like, it just shows, like I said before, WWE, the main thing they're trying to do now is not produce a quality wrestling show, not make smart decisions. They just want to piss us off, and they're doing it. They're doing it to great success because this company is so fucking stupid at the moment, and this just highlights it. Batista vs Randy Orton. Who are we meant to support? Who do we want to win? We don't want any of those to win. If I was booking, I wouldn't have had either of them at Mania probably, because I don't like any of them. Batista's been back for a week and I already hate his guts. That's coming from someone who used to like Batista before he left. So, who are we meant to support? The heel who's with the authority, who includes Triple H, which I can't speak for everyone, but I hate. And that includes Vince McMahon, who's an absolute douchebag. Or we support Batista, the man who's had a very sloppy return, who won the Royal Rumble when he shouldn't have, and the man who flipped off 15,000 people just because they booed him. Oh no. Why should Batista care that people booed him? I think him flipping off people was so unprofessional. And, to show, he's just a little baby. Has to throw a temper tantrum every time something doesn't go his way. Oh god. I hate Batista at the moment. But, I was looking forward to his return, but after this week, I wouldn't have cared if he never returned at all. But, so we're going to see that crappy match that we've seen before. I don't even know how they're going to build towards it. Is it going to be... I'm guessing they'll just say, Batista returned, he's after the WWE Championship, but like I said, no one's going to get behind that. Is it going to be former Evolution member versus former Evolution member? No, because they've already fucking done that before. So, it doesn't matter what they do, the fans aren't going to get behind it, and I don't blame them. Like, it's the worst case scenario they could have done. They could have had so many freaking people in the title picture. Daniel Bryan's the obvious number one, but no, they go with Batista. I'd rather have John Cena in the title picture than fucking Batista at this point. But speaking of John Cena, looks like after the fallout to hit the WWE Championship match, we're gonna get John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, which lots of people aren't looking forward to. I actually am. It's something different, John Cena won't be in the title picture. You've been asking for that for so long. Now you're getting it. I'm talking to some of the fans here. But now you get that, and you're still having a whinge. I mean, yes, WWE is full of morons, but when they give you something that you want, you gotta embrace it. But some of yous out there don't, and that frustrates me a little bit. Whatever. And I reckon this match won't be a 5-star classic by any means, but it puts Bray Wyatt up on an elite level, and he's got the character, like the Wyatt family, like I said, they're awesome, and his character is cool, so that puts him on a high pedestal. So if they're going to do this match, I won't be opposed to it, unless it turns out to be like an utter disaster, but as for now, I'll live with it. Some other matches. Talking about the Kane and CM Punk, their feud, that looks like they'll continue, and it looks like they'll have a match, probably at Elimination Chamber, but I'm afraid they're going to wait until Mania, and I don't want to see that match. I've seen it before and it sucked. So hopefully we don't see that again. But whatever. Corporate Kane is boring. Pretty much whenever he doesn't have the mask on, he sucks. The worst thing they did with him was take the mask off, because the mask added a layer to his character and actually made him entertaining. The only times when Kane is entertaining is when he's got that mask on, and usually when he's a face. That sounds weird to say, but he's at his most entertaining when he's a face. Not when he's like a goody two shoes face, but just when he doesn't say anything and he just kicks ass. That's when he's at his best. But Kane without the mask doesn't work. It just makes him boring. So, and this is no exception. So I don't want to see this match. CM Punk should be in the title picture. It should be him and Bryan. I know that's like a IWC fantasy and might be a bit far-fetched, but that's probably the best case scenario. But it's not going to happen. And speaking of Daniel Bryan, looks like he'll be in a match with Triple H after it looks like they're going to use this Daniel Bryan not being in the Rumble thing. It looks like they're going to use that in a story, and he's going to fight against the Authority again. So a match with Triple H looks possible. Which, yeah, I'm sick of seeing Triple H, this attention-seeking motherfucker, in like important matches. And knowing what he's like, he would bury the absolute shit out of Daniel Bryan. He would probably go over, which would be absurd. But knowing what he's like, it wouldn't surprise me. But that match looks possible. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it, not because it wouldn't be a good match, because it probably would be. I just don't want to see it because I would be in fear of Daniel Bryan's career. Let's just put it that way. And one final match that now looks very possible, if it wasn't before, Undertaker vs Brock Lesnar. As you know, Brock Lesnar beat the living shit out of Big Show at the Royal Rumble. So it looks like they're going to build Brock Lesnar up to be a dick. And then he's going to have his fall against Undertaker. In which case I say, what a waste. You're going to build Brock Lesnar up to be this monster just to have him be jobbed out to a part-timer who's there once a year. That is a waste in my opinion. Speaking of Undertaker, why don't they do Undertaker versus Roman Reigns? Because Roman Reigns, he's one of the top guys in the company for fans. WWE doesn't see that, or they kind of do, but not as much as the fans. And he looks like he could be a legitimate threat to the streak. And it's easy to write, like, on SmackDown in April in 2013, the Shield took out the Undertaker. Why can't you just say that this is Undertaker's redemption? Like, I don't care if Undertaker wins, but the thing is, you're putting over Roman Reigns, and you're just, kickstarting his career, because he is an amazing talent and he's gonna have a big career ahead of him. Why not put him in a match with Undertaker? Stop giving us the same old shit. That's another problem. I forgot to mention that in my review. Batista winning, not only was it the wrong choice, but we've already seen it. WWE, how are you meant to build into the future if you're just going to do the same old shit that was new in 2005 and 2004 and 2003? How do you plan to build into the future? You can't. Because you cannot keep relying on these guys that are like 50, 60 years old. That's where, like, New Age Outlaws included them as well. Freaking Kane, Triple H, all of those old guys that should be used to put over young talent, except they used to bury them. And eventually WWE, you're gonna come to a point where you're gonna have to start from scratch, because you won't be able to like freaking redo concepts from the 2000s, because there's no new ideas in the 2000s. Think. It's not that hard, but in which case, whenever you get hired by WWE to be in a corporate role, apparently you lose your brain. Apparently that's what happens. But so that match looks, Undertaker vs Brock Lesnar, that looks like it'll happen. I don't want to see it. Like I said, like with Daniel Bryan and Triple H, it could be a good match, but it's gonna hinder Brock Lesnar's momentum, because he's gonna get bitched out. And I reckon they should do Undertaker vs Roman Reigns. Yes, Roman Reigns will not win, even though it would be cool to see. He won't win, but it'll elevate him. So do that match. That'd be good to see, but they won't. Just because fans want to see it, that means no, we can't do it. That's WWE's mindset nowadays. Fucking morons. I tell you, WWE. I swear, WWE does this stuff. Maybe they're trying to make us feel better. Like, fans that think, maybe like they think they're not the smartest. It's like, oh, let's turn on WWE and see all the stupid decisions they do. Because I know I'm not the smartest person in the world. I won't be the first to admit that. But when I watch WWE and I see the stupid decisions they do, and I think, I can do way better than that. Maybe I'm not as stupid as what I thought I was. WWE just does that. It just amazes me, some of the things they do. And how stupid it really is. But what are you gonna do? I realise this video is not as good as what it should be, but I just wanted to get my opinion across on what WrestleMania probably will be, what I think it will be. If they're the matches that are going to happen, unless something drastic happens, then WrestleMania 30 isn't looking too good. And it's going to continue the trend of bad WrestleManias. I mean, WrestleMania 26 was the last good one. It wasn't even anything special. I mean, I'd say the last really good one was WrestleMania 24. So we've had a lot of okay to bad WrestleMania. That's what we've had since 2008. It's about time we actually got a reward for paying our hard-earned money and actually sticking by WWE through all their times where they were absolutely horrible. When are we actually going to get rewarded? I mean, there are fans who are going to leave because of what happened on Sunday. There are fans like me that are going to stay. Will we be rewarded? No, they're just going to continue to piss us off like they always do. So, I don't know why I'm still watching a wrestling company that doesn't care about my opinion. I don't know why I still am, but you know. Now that Royal Rumble's out of the way, I plan on doing some Elimination Chamber themed videos, so be on the lookout for those. I did do a ranking Elimination Chamber video like ages ago. I'll probably delete that and redo it because there are obviously some matches that are now missing. So be on the lookout for that. And just some other things that I've come up with, but yeah, be on the lookout for those, and they should be out within the next few weeks. So later.